Okay, so just going to explain about the OC10 and the separate and series loop system, because it's a little counterintuitive. So, first we've got our series loops, which are 1 through 7, and then 8, 9, 10 are all separate loops. So, what that means is that you have to connect the series loop system to the separate loop system, and to do that you go from out number 1, says right there, out 1 to in 8. So once you've got this cable connected like that, any kind of cable, you're good to go. So all you have to do is go either of the inputs, buffered or non-buffered, into here, and then if you're not using any of the channels, then you're fine. I mean, of course you can use those channels, but I'm just doing this to explain the difference between the series and the separate outs. So anyways, we've got this connected from 1 to 8, and now we're going to go do our first effect. So I've got this hooked up here, going from S8 into my pedal, then out of the pedal into R8. So S8, send 8, R8, return 8. And then, so now since these are all separate loops, essentially the next output, or the next jack on here, is going to be the output. And so what you have to do if you want to continue using more channels is go from this output straight back into the OC10. See how it just goes bam, right back in. That's just because these are separate loops, and it's really trying to avoid noise, and it can be a little confusing, but it ultimately is going to provide you with a much lower noise from pedal to pedal if you have pedals that interfere with each other. So anyways, so you're going to go from out 8 to in 9. So say if 8 was your last channel, this right here, out 8, would be going straight to the amp. But I'm showing you how to use more effects in the separate series thing. So next you're going to go to another pedal. So I'm going from S9 to into the pedal, out of the pedal into R9, return 9. And then again I have out 9. And now since I'm only using 2 pedals, this is going straight to the amp. So you're going to be able to go straight to the amp with that, and should be no problem from there. So just to recap everything to make it more simple, you have to connect out 1 to in 8 up here, and you have all your sends and returns, but you also have out and ins, and these are to connect your loops. So out 8 to in 9, then next you have your next effect, send and return, right here, and then finally out 9 is going to the amp. And of course, if you wanted to use another effect, you would have to get another small patch cable and go from here to here, and then another send and return, and then that would be your final out. So hope that cleared up some of that. I know it's confusing. So if you have any more questions, let me know.